performer for the big game, Shahid Afridi.
Afridi, who's got hold of one.
Now that is a shot. Magnificent strike.
Shahid Afridi, big man, big game.
Here we go, Mitch.
Shahid Afridi then. Standing cricketer on the world stage and now plying his trade for Hampshire. There's been a bit of toing and froing. Not sure whether he's going to get his no objection certificate, but he has now.
Jimmy, great read, Jim.
Great to see him playing. To see the really high-class international cricketers over the last few years, or last more than that, really, isn't it? Playing in this year's domestic competition.
Oh!
Who recalls Southey's Test debut will remember his six-hitting ability. He hit, I think, 9 sixes in that debut innings of 77 against England at
Yes.
my memory serves. That was a quick ball, 81 miles an hour. It's quicker than anything Mascarenhas has bowled tonight, I think. Vince gets what ironic cheer, sarcastic cheer down there. A difficult night so far in the field, putting down Southey early on, then going for a chance at long on, spilled out the way to 4.
No!
Good start from Afridi in Hampshire colours.
Pick up and throw. Go!
Might have finished with 3 for. Should look to hit Afridi straight as well.
Oh, yeah. Lucky, what ball? Where is it?
162 is the average score here in the first innings in a 20-over game. Current run rate would take Essex to 189.
Oh!
Good over again from Afridi, 83 for 3. Curious scorecard, isn't it? Southey 65 from 30 and nobody else into double figures. Patini went for 4, Shah for 2, Tendascati for 3. Foster so far just playing sensibly. Two international leg spinners then, a domestic 20-over match. That can't have happened that often, I wouldn't have thought. Afridi of Pakistan in Imran Tahir of South Africa now.
Yeah, different types though, aren't they? Different types of leg spinner. Looking forward to Southie against Tahir.
Yeah, Tahir will spin the ball more and bowl it slightly slower. Afridi skids the ball on.
Yeah, and the variations are there for all to see.
Young man hit down the ground, don't try any little delicate late cut. The ball will drift on very quickly.
Flipped away into the onside, and there's masses of room out there. They'll be back for 2 easily enough.
Yeah, you've got to look at 180 at Chelmsford, I think. Charles, you'd say 160 at most other grounds, but the Oval, Chelmsford, Taunton,
Beautiful,
try and get 180.
Beautiful, double O.
Still, you get over 160, it still runs on the board, and the crowd play a huge part here. The pressure that will start to mount on Hampshire if they lose wickets, enormous. High in the air, this could be out. Man trying to get under it, takes it comfortably, so Afridi gets his wicket. It's not the usual ecstatic celebration, it's a bit of a muted one, but it'll do.
Always difficult for the young lad. He does grip the odd one, the one that he tosses up a little bit slower. Just gripped on him, he's going across the line. Irvine showing all his experience, fingers pointing up. Essex continue to lose wickets. Finally, Afridi features for Hampshire. He gets the wicket of Wheater. Another single-figure score. He's gone for 4, 114 for 6. Silence at Chelmsford.
Has gone quiet, hasn't it? They were all over the shot when Southie was launching it out of the park, but now you could almost hear a pin drop. Just wonder, did Wheater really have to play the big shot against Afridi at that stage? I know this is 2020 and he'll feel under pressure to up the ante, but you can't be losing wickets at the rate they're going down.
I was listening to Rob Key as we see Tim Phillips there. Good football team, great football team, the Arsenal. Well done, Tim. I had a Rob Key interview about 2020. He says as a batsman, if you have 2 or 3 dots, you can feel the pressure on you. You just feel, you think the dugout are talking about you. A couple of dots and I've got to do something silly. Whereas in other forms of the game, you just forget about that. But you feel the crowd go quiet. And that's why, Kenneth's Nick Knight's point, get people in saving the single and create some dots.
Well, Cork is going on the attack here. Left-handed Phillips about to take strike, and there's a slip-in. It's Neil Mackenzie loitering with intent.
Yes, Amy, look what you can do, Amy.
Has a good wrong-un, Shahid Afridi. But because he's not a massive spinner of the ball, it won't be that much of a change. General delivery just drifts in a little bit, away from the left-hander. There we go, couple of dots, end the over, another good one, 115 for 6.